Hello and welcome to Seen It, the show where we've seen it and we tell you if you should.
This week we are talking about good fortune. Good afternoon, David.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Ash.
How are you?
I'm doing well. Doing
Good.
well. Doing well.
How's life going? What are you up to?
I finished Succession,
Nice.
as I've talked about a lot.
Yeah.
Uh,
Too much.
Me and my best mate finished it. Broke my heart in many ways, but it was a very good ending.
Good.
Went to the cinema last night, obviously.
Congratulations.
I saw 2 movies.
Yep.
I saw
The
The
one-
Smashing Machine,
yeah.
which we're not talking about today,
And
but it was great.
yep.
And what about you? What have you been up to?
I went to London on Tuesday, which is very nice.
Oh yeah, you lucky
I know.
so-and-so.
That's something for us to discuss next week.
Yeah.
More detail.
Yep. Yes, it is.
My boyfriend very kindly bought me sushi for lunch, and that was
That's good.
very delicious.
I love sushi.
And that's kind of my life.
Fantastic. So,
So the film,
What did we watch?
another film. We watched a film called Good Fortune.
yes, which came out, I think, last week.
Friday, I think.
Something like that.
I watched it Sunday night.
I watched it yesterday before Smashing Machine. And spoiler alert. Oh, spoilers ahead for this movie, of course.
Yes, obviously.
I preferred Smashing Machine.
Yeah.
So firstly, what's Good Fortune about?
So, Good Fortune, I'm not going to do it in 10 words because I don't think that
That
I can
didn't
do it
work.
in 10 words.
Okay.
So, you've got Keanu Reeves is an angel.
The Angel Gabriel.
Angel Gabriel. Seth Rogen is a rich playboy, basically.
Yeah, he's like an investor. I think he described himself in the movie as a tech bro.
He's a tech bro.
Yes.
And then you've got Aziz Ansari, who is poor, living in his car, and Gabriel gets involved and switches their lives.
Gabriel wants to save his lost soul by showing him how how valuable
Yes.
his life is.
And that being rich isn't all that it's cracked up to be.
And what does he find out?
Being rich is all that it's cracked up to be.
The moral of the story is wealth solves everything.
Pretty much.
I don't think they intended for it to be that way, because what they want you to do is have Aziz Ansari's, his name's Arj. in
Yeah,
the movie.
Arj. We'll call him Arj from that one.
What they intend is for his journey to be realizing that his life, while easy, is hollow.
Yes.
But the movie doesn't do the best job at presenting it
No,
that way.
it basically shows you that money fixes everything.
Yeah.
And if you
And
can be rich, do it.
Did it freak you out? Because I had this weird thing where the movie freaked me out. Because I was like,
How so?
is that what life's going to be like after uni?
Yes. No, 100%. I did,
yeah.
for sure.
I
I
was
spent
like-
the whole movie going, oh, this is about the job market.
Yeah.
We're about to face the job
I don't
market.
want to do that. That's terrifying.
I don't want to work for a delivery service and piss in bottles.
That was a subplot that actually is in the movie.
Yeah.
It's like interesting.
It was, yeah.
Um,
So your overall thoughts were what?
My overall thoughts were I had a nice time.
Okay.
I think it was okay.
Okay.
It was okay because
Yeah.
there was a lot about it that I did like. I love Seth Rogen and everything. I'm just a big Seth Rogen fan.
Me too.
I mentioned last week The Studio,
Yeah.
which is his show, which he wrote, directed, and stars
I do
in.
need to watch that.
It's so funny. Highly
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
recommend that. He basically plays the same character in this,
Okay,
But-
that's fun.
but instead of being in the movie industry, he's a tech bro.
Okay.
So
That is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was really excited to talk to you about this because I really thought that you were going to like it.
did you?
I did.
So I liked it somewhat,
Okay.
but I think it's just okay.
I
because,
didn't like it
At all?
mostly,
Okay.
except there was a portion where it was just Keanu Reeves and Seth Rogen, and that was really good.
I enjoyed that. The portion where it's just Seth Rogen taking Arj's life,
Yeah.
and not taking, Arj took his life, but you
Yeah.
know what I mean? And he's just living in his car, finding out how tough the job market is. That
Yeah.
was quite... That was the part of the film I enjoyed, being like,
Yes.
okay, we're commenting on working conditions and the divide between the rich and the poor, and I think that's a good thing for a film to do. But I can't help but have a little bit of cynicism and go, but everyone who made this movie is rich.
Yeah, no, that's
So-
true. I suppose that like the divide was quite big.
Yeah,
Like there was no kind of middle ground.
I didn't
It
see
was
any middle
either you were
ground.
living in your car or you had a mansion.
yeah.
There
And
was
that's
no in
what-
between.
That's what was a bit weird about it.
Yeah.
Is I thought that divide was almost too stark, because it meant
Yeah.
that the realization that Arj has is just, oh, I guess this life is okay if I'm in love.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing that makes that life worth living, yeah?
I do think that they did well on the relationship side of things, though. Like, I enjoyed Arj, and I can't remember her character's name.
Kiki Palmer's
character. They were quite cute together.
They were. And what I appreciated about that was that that she's not impressed by the superficiality.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that makes him realize, oh, I'm going to go back to my previous life.
Yeah.
Because that feels more real.
Mm-hmm.
And Kiki Palmer's whole her subplot of trying to unionize to get better working conditions.
Yeah.
That I did like.
Yeah,
That
because
I
that was
really
very like reflective of real life, which was
Yeah.
good. Yeah, I don't know. I was really disappointed. I really thought this film was going to be really, really funny.
I'm not sure it was that funny. I found Keanu Reeves funny.
Keanu Reeves was hilarious.
I think Keanu Reeves is excellent in everything. I see him. I mean, when I say excellent in everything, there's a certain kind of acting that he has, which isn't realistic, but
It's a bit strange, isn't it?
yeah, but it's entertaining, so
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Yeah,
And I think
that's
seeing him as an angel, and then suddenly seeing him as a pot washer who's chain smoking cigarettes outside.
That was my favourite bit. That little scene where he's outside the
yeah.
Korean restaurant.
That-
Funny.
That's really funny.
So funny.
You're just like, look how far you've come. But I think that does go. That there is a downside to that scene, and that's that it's showing that his life is awful,
Yeah.
and that again, I know they're commenting on poor working conditions. It makes the decision for Arch to go back to his life less believable.
Yeah. Because it is kind of like thrown in at the end that he's like, yeah, I believe that my life is worth living. Because obviously the whole plot is the fact that to go back to his own life, he has to want to go back to his own life.
Yeah,
And
but he doesn't really want that.
no, he
He just decides in a moment. He's like, falling in love might be cool, and then he just switches back.
But then he manages to get Kiki Palmer pretty much as a rich guy by the end of the film. So
Yeah.
him going, yeah, I'm going to go back to this old life.
It didn't make sense.
No.
The movie's got 77% on Rotten Tomatoes, which surprises me.
Yeah.
I think I would give it less.
I'd
And that's not to
definitely
say I
give it
didn't
less.
like it. Well, I don't know. Like I said, I think it's okay.
Yeah.
It's a weird one. We tend to have this notion that films, you give them one rating and you're done.
Yeah.
But this is not one that I feel I can do that with.
No, you kind of have to split it into sections. The
Yeah.
first half of the film, I was so bored. I
wasn't-
was turning to my boyfriend in the cinema being like
I was on-
pulling faces.
I was on my own in the cinema again.
Were you?
Yeah,
That's nice.
yeah.
Did you run around this time?
Oh, no.
No.
No,
You were
not this time.
respectful
I
this
was
time.
respectful. I was respectful of the cinema workers' time. I was respectful of that last time with Tron, but
Yeah.
still, you know, I didn't make a mess, just made a fuss. So, but yeah, but it was Anyway, back to Good Fortune.
I enjoy hearing about your cinema experiences.
Yeah.
Um,
The first half.
in the first half, I found that all of the dialogue was really awkward. Like, you could kind of read from the way that they were acting that I don't think that Seth Rogen got on with Aziz.
Do you not?
No, because every time they were in a scene together, there was such a divide between them that they were just saying their lines. There was no...
I get that.
There was nothing
there
more
was
to
there
it.
was a weird thing that I was noticing throughout the movie, a feeling like there isn't much chemistry between the actors.
Yeah.
There's some between Seth and Keanu.
Yeah, which is why it was better as soon as
Yeah.
like they took
That was
over
fun.
as the leads.
That was
Yeah.
fun. And the way the film ends up with Seth Rogen going, I don't remember his character, Jeff, his character's name is Jeff,
Yeah.
being like, I'm gonna, let's get better working conditions, and all of you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah. I mean, that was cool.
That
but
was fun.
also, I think that he could have done so much more to basically fix the plot in the first place, because it starts because he sacks Arch.
Yeah.
And then when he gets his life back, he doesn't then just give Arch more money when
No.
he is so rich, or give him his job back. He doesn't give him his job back.
No, he doesn't.
He's just like, okay, go back to your car. It was nice knowing you.
And he's still sleeping in his car.
Yeah.
I know at the end they do a thing where it's like there's like the montage of all the visions. Oh, we're unionizing. We're living in this house now,
Yeah.
but it's with like 10 people. So it's a bit strange. You'd feel actually. Wait, wasn't there a thing where Seth Rogen didn't remember what his life was like?
Yes.
Keanu said that
Yeah.
plot thing where he basically mentioned that if Aziz says, okay, let's go back
Yeah.
to how our lives were, Seth's not going to remember. So
Uh,
why does he
yeah.
then have that change of heart at the end? Did he remember or not?
No, he did remember. So I think what happened when they switched, he was in the spa thing where he was doing drugs.
Yeah.
So I think what happened was the fact that he was high kind of clashed with the magic. And when he came out of the high,
Out of that trance almost.
yeah, he remembered what was going on. Because there was something that happened where Keanu touched Seth Rogen's character.
Oh,
and then
yes,
he
and gave him
came
his
back.
memory back. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
So I think
Yeah.
what kind of happened was they were trying to play it off that he didn't remember because he was high, but then he was in on everything and then he was just angry. I don't know. They didn't explain it very well.
No, they didn't. This was a very confusing movie for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's worth mentioning this is Aziz Ansari's directorial debut.
And he wrote it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It wasn't meant to be. He had a movie that he'd basically shot, as far as I'm aware, but it got canned as a tax write-off or something. So
Was it because it was bad?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I don't know why it was canned, actually. I did know, but I don't anymore.
Yeah.
So you can see that he's got some flair that's definitely... He could make a comedy that I go, that was great. But as it stands, I'm watching a comedy where I'm optimistically going, there's potential, but it's not there yet.
Yeah, I was going to say that. It could have been a really good movie, but it just fell flat in so many ways.
I think it's dragged down by... It felt quite random.
Yeah.
It's dragged down by the pacing almost being... it's dragged down by the pacing being kind of all over the place. Mm-hmm. And the fact that you have Aziz Ansari enjoying Jeff's life for so long. I'm sorry I keep switching between the actors and the characters.
Okay.
I hope
I'm keeping up.
Yeah. I think that the movie's really... The more interesting side to me was Jeff.
Yeah.
That side was really interesting. The Aziz Ansari side was not as interesting.
No.
Which is quite sad. I hope I'm saying his name right, by the way.
Well, we had the whole thing where I was saying it wrong. So
and I corrected you. So
me,
I corrected you with some maybe unearned confidence. But still.
So if we've been saying it wrong this whole time, it's
then his lawyers are coming
your
after
fault.
us. No,
Yeah.
they won't come after us. Probably. Hope not. That if they do, then he's full of shit because he just made a movie about not picking on broke people.
Yeah.
So
Literally, don't come for us. We're students. What are we going to do?
What are we going to do?
What are we going to do?
We're in debt voluntarily.
Yeah.
But yeah, I doubt that. I'm sure Aziz is a lovely guy and I love him in Parks and Rec because who doesn't love Parks and
Yeah.
Rec?
I didn't know him before I watched this film.
You didn't know him?
I've not watched Parks and Rec.
That's a huge
Is
shame.
it that funny? Because I keep seeing clips. It's not that funny, but
It's
I
just
like
pleasant. It's just
I
pleasant. I just
Chris
really
Pratt.
like it.
Chris Pratt.
Crisp rat.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I was thinking of when I said that.
But Jeff was Seth Rogen's character was the intriguing one because you see him going on that journey of realizing the divide between the rich and the poor, and that's the side of the movie I really did like.
Yeah, but to be fair, at the end of the day, he also went, "Yeah, being rich solves everything." So it was quite empty.
So why? Yeah, and it felt like the message that the movie's trying to get across is, well, there are two. Better working conditions, yes, but also that all life has value, which of course it does.
Yes.
But he's basically saying that Arj's life isn't that bad. But the movie just shows you that it is. So
I think the way they could have done this much better is to have more like involvement of like homelessness and showing like the beauty in homelessness and the fact
in the community. Almost,
yeah, exactly.
I mean,
Obviously,
it's not
being
to say
homeless
being
is not,
homeless is a good thing.
No, that's not what I'm saying at all. But the fact that there is such a community and people really make the best of a bad situation.
And that's what the Keke Palmer subplot was.
Yeah.
But it didn't mesh together with the rest of the movie that well, in my opinion, which is why I felt confused by the end.
Yeah.
I felt... it's really, really weird talking about this one because, like I say, I can't put a concrete number on it.
No.
Because there's a lot about it I genuinely do like.
Yeah, no, I get what you mean.
And Keanu Reeves as an angel is really funny. And the thing at the start, the montage at the start where he's just like saving people's lives.
Yeah.
Just like they're texting and driving.
What happens to all the people who text and drive after he became
They're
human?
all dead.
All dead.
They must be all dead.
Because
I mean, he didn't stop someone crashing into a telephone pole.
yeah.
I think that was Keke Palmer actually.
Yeah,
wasn't
it was.
Yeah.
And then Arj goes into a coma.
Yeah, he's there for like,
for
what,
a
2 weeks?
while. Yeah.
And then he just pretends he doesn't know who Jeff is.
But I feel like there will be someone out there who watches this film and takes from it that being rich is more important than saving the people who are stupid in cars.
Yeah. That's still not the way I took it. But
you know someone
I
will.
know somebody will.
Yeah.
The way I took it was it had a lot of mixed messaging in it.
Yeah.
And so I think that a better way to go about it was to pick one focus.
I agree.
And I think that would have been Seth Rogen's character.
Mm-hmm.
Just going, this is good life, and this is what I can do for people that don't have as good a life as me.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I think if it followed the movie solely from his perspective, it would be better. And that's not saying it has to be Seth Rogen in that place. It could have been Aziz Ansari.
Yeah.
Just
it's
that character type.
Yeah, no, I
Should
agree with
have,
that.
yeah.
Or try and like completely shroud it in satire.
Yeah.
Because there was no satire in the film really.
No, I mean, there was a tiny bit of satire.
But a lot of the comedy wasn't really.
It wasn't really satirical, if that
No,
makes
yeah.
sense, no. So, yeah, I don't know. It was
Such a strange.
it was a really strange
attempt.
one. It was a really strange one. But Keanu Reeves at the start of the movie at the conference on the rooftop with all the other angels, and you see what they all do. That was funny. I enjoyed
Yeah,
that.
that was funny.
I was like, all these ones with actual purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And I do like the arc of Gabriel, that's Keanu Reeves, finding his purpose or realizing, building more out of his life because of the struggles he has being human.
But then I wish that we saw what happened to him after he became an angel again. Because I think that the angels were used well, but I think that the angels could have been a bigger plot point to give the story more meaning.
But how would you do that, though?
I don't know.
We're not screenwriters.
No, we're not
so
screenwriters.
That was on Aziz.
Yeah. But like Sandra Oh's character, it was nice to see her in the film.
I love Sandra
I didn't
Oh.
think I didn't know that she was going to be in the film.
Neither did I didn't actually know Seth Rogen was in it.
Did you not?
The posters, I don't know how, I think I knew at some point.
I'm going
because
to
I
talk
did-
about marketing in a minute.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because
there's none.
Yeah, I haven't seen Keanu Reeves on a bus.
No.
I haven't seen the posters really anywhere other
No.
than the website. I watched the trailer and went, "Oh, I'll watch that. Let's talk about it on scene."
Where did you watch the trailer though? In the
just
cinema?
I don't think so.
No.
I think it just popped up on my YouTube feed,
Okay, fair enough.
like most trailers do.
Yeah.
And then I'll go, okay, is this going to be something that I'm going to be interested in?
Yeah.
And I saw that and went, yeah, why not?
Fair enough.
Be pleasant.
I hadn't watched the trailer. The only way I knew the film was the fact that there was a poster up on the top floor of the Cineworld in Broad Street.
Right.
And then I found that every time I talked about going to watch the movie, everybody went, "What? What's that?" But as soon as you
That's
went,
the same thing that happened with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
as soon as you went, Keanu Reeves is an angel, they went, "Oh yeah," because they recognise that, but they don't know anything about the
Well,
film.
that's the gimmick.
Well, yeah.
That's the gimmick is
But-
Keanu Reeves, but he's an angel.
You'd think that for a massive film that was marketed as this big comedy, which was very like supposedly reflective of other Seth Rogen comedies.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't huge. And when you say Seth Rogen comedy, he's in it, but he didn't, I don't know.
Yeah, but a lot of his films he also didn't really write or create.
He did do Sausage Party, and that's the best movie I've ever seen in my life. I love Sausage Party. It's so messed up.
dear.
We should do an episode. We should do a 2-hour-long episode exclusively about that.
No, I don't need that.
God damn
We
it,
nearly
that's such
watched it the other day in the flat, actually, and then we all decided that we didn't want to put ourselves
It's
through that.
regrettable that I've seen it more than once.
Oh dear.
Especially with. Have you seen it before?
No.
Do you know what happens in the last 20 minutes?
No.
I can't say on this forum. So we'll.
I mean, you can because we control it.
Right. Food. It's massive party of a certain sort.
Orgy.
Yeah. Massive food orgy. We're getting off track because the movie confused us.
Yeah, we were talking about this before we started recording, right?
Yeah.
We were saying that we don't have much.
We don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Because this I just left the cinema confused.
Yeah.
Thinking that I can see the potential here, but I don't think it was focused enough.
No, I agree. Have you watched The Night Before, which has also got Seth Rogen in it? Christmas movie. Okay. That I thought it's going to be similar to that, where it's this kind of it's obviously a comedy, but it's all about drug use.
Uh-huh.
And I really thought that all of this would also be like in drug use, and that being the comedy of the fact that they are high for the majority of the movie.
Oh, right.
And that's where the funny would come from. But there's like, 2 scenes where they're doing drugs?
I think so.
And both times they throw up within 5 minutes.
Yeah,
of doing
which
the
I know
drugs.
you're like you hate gore and stuff.
If throwing up's fine.
I'm the opposite. I can't.
Really?
I can't stand seeing throwing up on screen. It's horrible.
I thought that bit was funny.
Yeah, it was. I just don't like.
No, fair
I just
enough.
don't like vomit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just confused me because I didn't really know where it was going for most of the movie,
Yeah.
and that was to its detriment.
Mm-hmm.
I think. I'm not saying I wanted it to be predictable or anything.
No.
I just didn't know where. I just didn't have much of an idea of where we were going.
No.
I thought when Arj became rich
Yeah.
and swapped his life, that we were going to follow his journey throughout the film of slowly realizing that that this is superficial and Jeff isn't happy, but he doesn't.
No.
He just realizes, oh, never mind. No, this is great.
This is great, yeah.
This is great. The only time he questions it is when Keke Palmer doesn't
Love
immediately
him.
like him,
Yeah.
which is very weird.
It's very shallow
Yeah,
reflecting on it, isn't it?
yeah. Like I say, if it picked one focus,
Yeah. No, for sure.
but it'd be better. But it just switches to Seth Rogen, and probably to its benefit because I enjoyed that stuff more.
I spent the beginning of the film thinking that Jeff's character was clearly in some sort of significant debt, which is why he sacked Arj quite
for the
quickly.
for the for the expensive restaurant.
Yes. So I thought that when they switched, that we would see the backlash of the fact that Jeff's character was in debt, and then Arj would have to try and deal with that, realise that life is terrible too.
If that happened though, do you not think that would have caused quite a lot of controversy?
Maybe.
So this movie's basically saying that rich people have it hard too, like have it really, really hard.
Yeah, but now the film's just saying that being rich is great.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're not rich,
What the
about it.
film does say at the end, but it doesn't lead up to it very well until like halfway through the movie.
Yeah.
It takes a long time for that part to get started. Is people with wealth should try to help improve the lives of their fellow man, but
Yeah.
as it stands, I don't think they did a good job of that for quite a while. It was only towards the end of the film where I was like, oh, okay, I see where this is going. So I did like the second half more.
I agree with that, but I don't think that I read that as the message until they told us.
Until
in
you,
our faces.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I think I don't think it was explained very well. So
No.
that's what I mean.
Another thing I enjoyed about this movie is watching Keanu Reeves just kind of lurk in corners throughout the first half. That was so weird,
Yeah.
but it was quite amusing. Like
It
his
was.
little face in the little window was it in Denny's?
Yes, I think it was.
Yeah, that was funny.
That was funny. I liked that. But everyone loves Keanu Reeves. It's hard not to love Keanu Reeves. He's such a likable person.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I think that's all I have to say on that, you know.
Yeah, same.
All in all,
All in all, I don't really know. Go watch it if you want. If you watch it and you like it, great.
Let us know.
But it was a confusing watch.
Yeah.
Didn't hate it. I feel like I'm making it sound like I hated this film, but I didn't. I actually think I'm just confused by it.
But I also wouldn't watch it again to try and figure it out.
Probably not.
No.
I'd be very interested to see what Aziz Ansari does in the future, though, because I think that regardless of the fact that we were confused by this, he could very well make another comedy, learn from this one, and it'll be better, because I actually think that there is definitely something here. Yeah. And I didn't walk out feeling I'd wasted my time. So
I did more so, I think.
Oh, that's a shame.
I think because I had such high expectations going into it, I was just really, really disappointed. Okay. And I came out quite deflated.
I wasn't deflated at all. I was like, that was enjoyable, but I think I don't know what I would give it on Letterboxd, and I still don't know.
I think that Jack gave it a 2.
I'd give it more than that. I'd give it more than that.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
3 at most.
Okay, fair enough.
But probably no more than that.
Okay. No, that's
Smashing
fair.
Machine was better. Anyway, shall we move to a game?
Let's move on.
So I've told you the title of this.
Yeah, now I'm really scared.
So this is called President Ash.
Okay.
So
I would make a terrible president.
I know.
Yeah.
So congratulations, you are now president of the entire movie industry.
Yippee. Go me. I'm taking over from Kevin Feige.
What?
I'm taking over from Kevin Feige.
He's not president of the entire industry.
No, I know, but I'm taking over.
Well, I suppose you are.
I am in charge. I can kick him off his throne.
Don't do that. Please don't do that. I know Marvel's not been batting at 1,000 recently, but I promise you it's not all his fault. Quite a lot of it is not. Quite a lot of it was out of his control. Yeah. Anyway,
sorry.
So I may or may not have watched a video related to Succession from Lad Bible that gave me this idea, but I thought that's quite fun. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
So you're now the president.
Sick.
And you've got a number of laws which I need to give you.
Okay.
And you need to decide if you're going to pass them or not.
All right, okay.
So they're all related to movies, obviously, because you're president of the movie industry. Mm-hmm. So let's find out. So the first law, disruptive moviegoers should be subjected to fines. Are you passing this?
No.
No?
No, because I would rather do something more forceful.
What?
Because, right, if you're giving disruptive moviegoers a fine, that means that they can disrupt the whole movie, right?
Yeah.
You're giving them the fine after they leave. I'd rather just kick them out the cinema.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
But I think a financial penalty is more enticing for you to not disrupt.
No, I don't think that it is, because it's mostly children, so they wouldn't care.
Well, you'd have to do it, like according to, the crime. Make the punishment fit the crime, of course.
So how would you punish the children?
Well, you don't, because they're children. It's the
same.
Well,
then it's no different, really, is it?
Well, okay. What if you've got a couple people next to you? They're a couple. They're loud throughout the movie. They're texting the whole time.
Okay. Talking
to each other, just having a conversation about something random, rustling packaging. You wouldn't do anything about that?
Well, I just think that it would be more beneficial to just make them leave the cinema, because I think that making them leave the cinema...
You can do that and fine them.
Okay, yeah, let's do that then.
So are you passing the law or are you
I'll
chucking
pass
it out?
it and then
Yay,
chuck it out as well.
I convinced you. Right, okay. Okay, next law. Films over 2.5 hours should have an intermission.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Most people need to go to the toilet. And guaranteed, when people start needing the toilet, the good bit is happening. So give us 10 minutes. Let us...
James Cameron famously said during Avatar 2, someone asked, it's a long movie. When's a good time for the audience to go to the loo? And he said, anytime you want. You can see it. You can see that part when you come watch it a second time. You're like, that's a bit arrogant. Okay.
Yeah.
So
100%.
So the only film I've known, they used to do intermissions during movies, but they don't anymore. The only film of recent memory that's done that is The Brutalist, and that's because that was 3.5 hours long, and that intermission was necessary.
Yeah.
And I watched that, and I was like, I need the break now.
Mm-hmm.
So
no, I do think that they should.
But 2.5. You think 2.5 hours, or do you think any less than that should warrant an
No,
intermission?
I think 2.5 is fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Avengers Infinity War, no intermission because it's 2 hours 28.
Yeah.
But
I also think that if you leave in the middle of that film, it would ruin it.
Black Panther 2, that's what, 2 hours 40? That's getting an intermission.
Yeah.
Okay, fair
100%.
enough.
I
Right
can't
then.
believe that film is 2 hours 40.
Yeah.
That is so long.
I like that movie though.
I don't know why films are getting longer though, because surely the whole enjoyment of films is that you can sit and watch them in one burst.
That's where the difficulty of an intermission comes in. I don't know if I would want to watch Avengers Doomsday and then just have it pause halfway through. I feel like I just want to go along for the ride. So
Yeah, no, I get what you mean, but I also think maybe not 2.5. I think maybe over 3 hours.
Okay.
Given intermission.
So you're passing this with an amendment.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Next law. Cinemas can no longer sell food with loud packaging.
They do sell the loudest food.
They do.
Um.
So I'm talking no more nachos. Because
No,
although that's not
because
packaging, it's still loud.
Still loud. No.
But definitely no bags of like crisps and chocolate
But then you're
nibbles.
also like getting rid of popcorn.
Depends. I had an extra large popcorn last night and I had it in a cardboard box. So.
But most of them have the paper
That's true.
packaging.
Well, they'll just switch the packaging then.
I think if
Or-
they can do that, then sure. But no, because like
Or if you want chocolates, just like pour them in a little cardboard tray. Reusable. Well,
No.
recyclable.
I don't want to get rid of the snacks.
Okay. So
Because even if you change the packaging, the snack itself is loud. You're crunching.
so we're not passing that law.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
People can deal with it. If they don't want to hear people eat in the cinema, either sit far away from everybody or watch it at home.
Okay. Well then, one more law.
Okay.
Let's see if you're going to pass that. Only one version of a movie can be released. So only one time. No director's cuts, no extended versions, nothing. You only get to release it one time the way you want it.
No.
No?
No, because I think that for the fans, everyone loves the director's cut.
Snyder cut, for instance.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm in two minds about that. I don't tend to be a fan of extended cuts because I don't like the idea that a movie has DLC.
Yeah, no, I do get that because you feel like you're missing out if you don't want to pay
Yeah.
to watch the extended cut.
And I also feel like I know what the rationale behind shorter run times. It's so that you can get like more showings in the day.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I would rather not see a movie and go, oh, which version do I watch? Which one's gonna be the better experience? I'd rather just have a movie, watch it, and not have to clarify each time which version I watched.
No, I do get that. But also, I was such a sucker for running to the cinema as soon as Avengers No Way Home. No, it's Spider-Man No Way Home had the extended cut, which absolutely wasn't worth it.
Was it
But
not?
No. 'cause
There was
it
an extra scene of Daredevil, though.
Yeah. But there was also a bit that had like really terrible CGI because they hadn't finished
Oh,
the
really?
scene. And they just kind of put it in there because it was like, look at the thing that you missed. And it was like, okay.
Okay.
It wasn't worth it. But also, I ran there. I ran to the cinema to watch that.
I see.
So I think it's good in the sense that it re-sparks excitement for something old.
Yeah.
Like Snyder Cut did really well.
Yeah, but that I would consider that an exception to the rule as well.
Why?
Because, well, have you seen the theatrical cut of Justice League?
I don't know if I have.
It's a goddamn abomination.
It's bad,
It's
yeah.
horrible. I hate
Okay.
it. It's
Was
such a.
Snyder Cut good?
I love the Snyder cut.
Okay.
I'm not a Snyder bro.
Yeah.
I love what James Gunn's doing with DC. I'm just pleased that we got to see the version of Justice League that Zack Snyder intended.
Yeah.
Even though I don't like Batman v Superman.
Okay.
But I really like the Snyder cut. And that was an exception because I feel like his cut was botched so bad. And the theatrical one that was released is such a Frankenstein mess of a film that it's just a disaster. That the Snyder cut, I was really pleased.
But
when
then
it
why
came out.
can't you apply that to other films? Because if you never see the other version, you don't know how bad the original has been.
That's the issue.
butchered.
That's the issue.
Yeah.
So we're not passing that. Or you're not
No.
passing that. Okay.
No, I don't think
I
so.
think that's probably wise.
Yeah.
That's probably wise. Right then.
Would I make a good president?
Well, you answered most of those instinctively, so probably not.
Oh.
I would think about them first. I wouldn't
Crap.
just make decisions based on vibes. Anyway, that's the end of the President Ash administration for now. I would like to revisit this because unless you didn't enjoy it,
No, I enjoyed it.
Good.
I think it would be funny if we did it with other things other than the film industry, though.
Yeah.
I know it wouldn't work.
It wouldn't work for this, but it would be fun.
But it would be funny.
Great.
Okay.
News time.
News time.
Right. So first up,
Mhm.
Tron Ares,
Yeah.
which we have talked about.
Yeah. Watched it.
We watched that last week. If you didn't listen to that, please listen
Please
to
do.
that. Please listen to that. We'd love to have you.
It was much funnier than this one.
Yes. So, I don't know if you're aware. We talked about it not making very much money.
Yeah.
It could now be the biggest flop of the whole year.
Crazy.
It could lose $130 million.
Wow.
That's I've just got the calculate. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
So, Disney's lost a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think led to this huge downfall?
Stop remaking films that are 20 years old.
Yeah, I don't think we needed another Tron.
I liked Tron Ares more than Good Fortune. I'm putting that out there.
Yeah, I think I did as well.
Yeah.
And I'm really surprised by that. I'm quite saddened by that.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Maybe next week we'll get a film that we both go, that was great.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a little preview if you could read into that. So anyway, yeah. So I think that Jared Leto leading the movie, because people had this aversion to him, might have led to this. But I think the strongest thing that's led to this is two things. People aren't going to the cinemas as much anymore, which is really sad. The second thing is that the Tron franchise just isn't that popular.
No.
It never really was.
And I think it was aimed at a demographic that doesn't go to the cinema anymore.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know that many people that like the Tron Legacy, to be honest.
Okay.
And so I don't know why we're making a sequel to that, like 15 years after the fact. It doesn't feel right.
No, I have no idea. I think leave it alone now, please. I also think that, I don't know, maybe Disney, because Disney is obviously so set in its live action remakes right now. Yeah. They're not really giving anything else. That maybe people don't want to go for anything else right now. Like, all they want is the live action.
This is an interesting discussion because what I've noticed is that, a lot of people online will say, we don't get any original films anymore.
Yeah.
Start making more original movies. Well, that's ridiculous because this isn't an opinion, it's a fact. More original film is made today than any time in history.
Okay.
But also, everyone that says that is clearly a hypocrite because
they don't want to see them.
Because when a movie comes out, and I'm not using Tron as an example, obviously.
Yeah.
When an original comes out, like Good Fortune, people don't go see them.
Yeah.
So everyone's a hypocrite.
It's so true.
How's that?
I do think that the cinema industry is dying a little bit, which is so sad.
Yes, it is.
Especially for Disney, because I think with the Disney films now, because of Disney Plus, you can expect the film to be on Disney Plus within a couple of months.
Yeah, that's
You don't have to wait for the cinema, like the theatrical release to stop, and then it go on Sky Premiere, and you have to pay £16 for it, and then
which is basically the price of a movie ticket plus transport anyway.
Yeah.
And food if you want food.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah. So
people are just waiting to watch it on Disney Plus now, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm not surprised it's done badly. But I do think that it doesn't deserve as much hate as it is getting.
I agree. Jared Leto does though.
Yeah. Yeah. His face just annoys me.
Yeah. Anyway, he's more successful than you and I, so I'm sure he's doing fine. Okay.
He's probably not bothered.
Probably not. Anyway, right. So last week we talked about Warner Bros.
Yes.
And how they are selling. Mm-hmm. This isn't just a theory. It's not just a possibility anymore. Because we have an update. Quite a few updates.
Okay. Is Netflix taking them?
It is absolutely happening. Warner Bros. Is selling. And that's confirmed. Okay. David Zaslav has made that very clear. Yeah. He said, we're selling. Very excited about it. What we might do is split into two companies, one with the studio and the streaming service,
Yeah.
than the other one with all the other assets, because that might be more attractive
Okay.
that way.
Yeah.
Because a company like Amazon
Mhm.
or Apple isn't going to want to take all of the other stuff
Yeah.
that goes with it,
Mhm.
because they don't really have a use for it.
Mhm.
They want the studio, they want, the lot,
Yeah.
and they want the streaming
Yeah.
rights. We also talked that Paramount had offered them
Yes.
a certain amount
Mhm.
and that Warner declined.
Yeah.
Now we're finding out they've actually offered 3 times.
Okay.
So, and every time they've been declined.
Okay.
So I don't know what to make of this. I don't know whether that's Warner not wanting
Yeah.
to sell to Paramount or whether it's them still pushing them to go higher. Because obviously every time they've offered, they've gone up. They've gone
Yeah.
up with their prices, because that's what you do when you're at an auction.
Mhm.
So
Nothing else makes sense to me.
yeah, that's so true.
I have an inkling that Apple are going to take it.
I would be okay with that, surprisingly.
I think that they're probably the best place
Yeah.
for them.
Because Apple already have $2 trillion. They don't need...
Yeah.
They need the cultural legacy,
Yeah.
if anything, rather than just being a tech brand. That's why Apple TV Plus exists.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if Apple were to take it, that would be good.
I think
well,
that they're cutting out a lot of the audience, though, if it goes on Apple TV.
Well, it depends. Because if Apple did it, if Apple took them, the likelihood is that Warner would stay theatrical.
Yeah, that's true.
Which, if Netflix did, and we're going to talk about that in a moment, that's unlikely.
Mm-hmm.
So with Apple taking it, what you'd probably get is a bundle of HBO and Apple Plus.
Okay.
And then you would get Warner films still in cinemas, which I'd be okay with.
Yeah,
because
I don't want them to go streaming.
because they are committing. Apple have committed to some of their own original films to having full theatrical runs. F1 was an Apple movie that got a full run.
Was it?
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
was.
know that. That's cool.
Killers of the Flower Moon got a full theatrical
Yeah.
run. Argyle got a full theatrical run.
Mhm.
And these are all Apple
Have
originals.
you watched Argyle?
No.
I enjoyed that movie. That was good.
Most people didn't. That's interesting.
It was silly.
Henry Cavill and Dua Lipa, what's not to like?
Yeah. No, it was silly. I
And
liked
John
it.
Cena, who follows me on Twitter.
Wow.
He actually does.
That's impressive.
I've told everyone I've ever met, including you, so you don't need to act impressed because I know you're bored of me saying that.
I honestly don't remember you telling me that.
Oh, right. Fair enough. Anyway, the last thing that's a part of this story is that Netflix are indeed interested. They have called... Now, Ted Sarandos, the CEO, has said, we're not really looking to do that. It doesn't... We're more... We like to build from the ground up rather than just buy things.
Yeah.
That's totally fabricated because we know that Netflix have made calls to Warner asking, what would you want? What would you want? I fully don't believe Ted Sarandos. I think they're absolutely looking to buy Warner. And I really hope they don't.
No, but you know that they're going to offer the most amount of money.
Well, yeah, but I don't know how they can. Netflix are already in, like, God knows how much debt. So I'm very confused.
Yeah, they just kind of want to own everything, though, don't they?
Yeah, they do. I don't know. I really hope they don't, because if they do, suddenly all Warner Bros. Movies, assuming they adopt their current business strategy of not doing anything in cinemas, what they would do is all Warner's movies would just be dumped on Netflix. Mm-hmm. They see movie making not as an art, but just as a business strategy, which it is, of course. Yeah. But there's an art to it as well. Mm-hmm. They view it as content.
Yeah.
They're actually making movies now. My best friend told me this the other day. They're making movies now specifically designed for doom scrolling, where they have exaggerated dialogue.
Yeah.
So that you can tell what the plot of the movie is without looking at the screen because you're on Instagram.
That's crazy,
isn't it? Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah.
So I really don't want Netflix to get their grubby little hands.
Can you imagine how many good movies we'd miss if they just got dumped on Netflix?
It would be horrible. Because Netflix movies, I'm not sure if you're aware, they make great series, but the movies, how many good ones can you name? I don't know, Marriage Story, The Irishman, that's 2. Roma, that's in like the 10, 15 years that they've existed as a studio rather than just a company.
The Adam Project.
Oh yeah, that happened as well. I
That was
forgot
a
about
good movie.
That was Sean Levy, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So that's the update on Warner. not very bright.
I'm scared for them.
I
am scared.
really hope that whoever gets them, because they will be bought
Yeah.
at this point. I really hope whoever gets them treats cinemas like they're worth something, because they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think that Apple should take them, but also on the other side of that, I don't want to pay for an Apple subscription.
I already do. Right. Well, on the topic of theatres, we have got another story. We've got a comment, actually.
Okay.
Elizabeth Olsen,
Yay!
who we love.
We love her.
She has said she will not act in studio movies if there is no theatrical release guaranteed.
I saw this on Instagram. Good on her.
I'm really pleased. The exact comment, I've got it here from Variety. I don't want to make something where streaming is the end all. I think it's important for people to gather as a community. Fully agree with her on this.
I fully agree with her, 100%.
So she's been in a couple of streaming movies recently.
Yeah.
She was in His Three Daughters, which was a Netflix film, but I think it got a limited theatrical window.
Okay.
Which I'm surprised about, because Netflix hates the cinemas for some reason.
Yeah.
So my question is, do you think that other people will follow suit?
I think yes.
I hope
And
so.
I also think that they should.
Yeah, absolutely.
It is a community going to the cinema.
It's also the lifeblood of the industry. It's what keeps it alive.
Like Tuesday, I went to a press screening of a film, and the cinema was packed.
But that was a press screening.
Yes, but I've not been to a packed cinema since Avengers Endgame.
Really?
Yeah.
Wicked was extremely packed when I saw it. Superman was packed when I saw it.
No, it's dead for Superman for me.
Really?
Yeah.
My Superman
Wicked,
my Superman screening was full to the brim.
No.
It was hard to get seats.
But it is such a different experience being in a room full of people to being in like the little pockets of like couples.
Yeah.
That it adds to the film. On the one hand, you've got, especially for the press screening, that people were overreacting to make a point of the fact that they were paying attention to the film. Like they were really laughing at mildly funny moments.
Oh, I see.
But then if you're going and there's no reaction at all, I think that a lot of the emotion gets missed.
Exactly. I would not have had nearly as much fun watching Minecraft if I was not watching it in that cinema, because that community spirit that I felt, that was also filled to the brim. Me with my two best mates going mental over everything that was, every single like minute line of dialogue that was said. That was one of the best experiences I've ever had in a cinema.
You just don't get that watching it in your living room.
You won't get that at home.
No.
Regardless of what kind of watch party you have, it just isn't the same. It's just not. So I fully endorse Elizabeth Olsen saying this.
For sure.
Love this woman. She can do no wrong. Bring Wanda back, please.
Please. I miss her.
I miss her too. Right then. So next one, Stranger Things.
Yes.
Now, obviously, this is a movie podcast. We don't tend to talk about TV very much, but this is relevant.
Okay.
We've had a lot of talk this episode about cinemas.
Yes.
And our appreciation for cinemas. We talked about that on the show quite a lot, regardless. Yeah. With Stranger Things, obviously the final season's coming up.
Yes.
And literally half an hour ago, Variety are reporting that the Stranger Things series finale, the 2 hour, so it's basically a movie.
Yeah.
Stranger Things finale is getting a theatrical release.
Good.
In over 350 US cinemas.
Only in America.
Only in America.
Oh.
Which is a huge shame for us.
Yeah.
But I still think this is relevant.
I think it's a good thing.
I think it's a great thing.
Yeah.
Because Stranger Things is easily the biggest thing that Netflix have got on their own.
Yeah.
And I think that it's a very good idea.
Yeah. I think that the turnout's going to be great.
So it's releasing simultaneously.
Okay.
On Netflix and in cinemas, which is completely valid. And although I have crapped on Netflix a lot in the last 2 weeks, I commend them for this. I think this is a I think it's a great move. And it makes the idea of Netflix buying Warner a little bit less terrifying. Because I look at this and I go, okay, maybe they do see some merit in theatrical.
But I also think that it's a money-making tactic.
Of course it is. They're a business. That's, of course, what they're going to do.
Question.
Yeah.
With the Stranger Things season, are they dropping it all in one go, or are they doing weekly releases?
So they're doing it in 3 volumes. So the first volume is a batch of episodes. That's coming out on a certain date.
Yeah.
And then there's volume 2, which is another batch of episodes.
I hate that Netflix does this, by the way.
I'd rather they just did weekly or
Yeah.
binge, to be honest.
Because Bridgerton's also now in 2 parts.
That's really annoying. Wednesday season 2 is in 2
Yeah.
parts as well. But so then they've got the second part, and then the finale is coming out on New Year's Eve, and that's going to
Okay.
be released in cinemas and on Netflix at the
So
same
that's
time.
coming out by itself.
That's coming out on its own.
Okay, that's fine. What I was going to say is that if they were releasing the season in one go, why would anybody go to the cinema on release day to watch the finale when they've not watched the rest of the season?
Yeah, no, they're releasing this
Okay.
on its own.
Yeah.
So I think that this is a great thing.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest Stranger Things fan in the world. I like it.
I
don't
never
love
got
it.
into it.
Fair enough.
I spent this whole podcast telling you that I haven't watched things.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, that's how I feel about that, though. I'm really pleased that Netflix are doing this. I think
me
I
too.
think it's a good move. I wonder if there's other shows that have the legs to do that. I'm not sure that there is. There's nothing on right now that I can think of that could possibly do that. Maybe like, I don't know, a House of the Dragon type thing. But even that I don't think is big enough to warrant a theatrical release.
Yeah.
I'm just pleased that Netflix are doing it. Just wish it was on more screens.
I agree.
Because they've experimented with theatrical a little bit, but not nearly enough.
No.
They put Glass Onion in cinemas for like 2 days.
That should have been in for longer. That was a great film.
I know.
I think that they're kind of following suit with Doctor Who, though, because the last 2 seasons of Doctor Who, they had the finale in the cinema.
I don't know how
well.
successful that was. Yeah.
I went.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was good. So maybe, obviously, Stranger Things, I think, is a bigger thing in today's society than Doctor Who.
Much bigger.
So I think that's going to do very, very well.
And even if it's not bigger, it's more popular.
Yeah.
So
I do think that they should do it in the UK as well, though.
I would really love that. I'd like to watch the finale in Leicester Square. That'd be lovely.
That would be really cool.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah.
Love that. Yeah, which you know because you, of course, went to Leicester Square this week.
Yeah, for the first time. Great cinema.
Cineworld in Leicester Square is amazing.
Nearly
I
fell down
saw.
the stairs.
Oh, fun. I get what you mean, though. Those stairs, they're very shiny and they're
Yeah.
such very slippy. But it's a lovely
scary.
Cineworld. Biggest IMAX screen I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Superman there over the summer. Loved it. And saw the Odyssey trailer beforehand, and that made me feel superior, even though a lot of other people have seen it as well, because all you had to do was go to an IMAX screening of literally anything.
Yeah.
But still.
Congratulations, well done.
Right.
At least you watched it in London.
I did.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that'll do it.
Okay.
So
That's the end of that then.
Yeah, that was the end of a very strange episode.
Yeah, we were just basically confused for how long have we been recording?
56 minutes.
An hour. We've been very confused for an hour.
But hopefully it's been somewhat entertaining.
Yeah, let's hope so.
Anyway, where can people find us?
People can find us on Instagram. You can follow us at seenit.mp3. That's seenit as in SCENE. I am going to say this every episode because you know people are going to try and search seenit as in SWEN. It's SCENE.
Because we're clever and that's the pun.
Yes. Or you can watch this on YouTube. But if you're listening to this on Spotify, why would you go over to YouTube?
Makes no sense.
You can also.
What are you even doing
That
listening
is
on
so
YouTube,
true.
guys?
But if you're watching this on YouTube and
Thank you.
you're
Please
like,
don't
I don't want to
unsubscribe
look
because we
at
insulted
this.
you.
Yeah. And you're like, I don't want to look at this very terribly made still of the logo over a movie shot.
Not the logo. The logo's excellent.
The logo is excellent, but
Ben did an amazing job.
my canvas skills are not up there. You can listen to us on Spotify where you can do anything else while you listen to this. We are Seenit !! On Spotify or Seenit ! Podcast on YouTube.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for listening. Hopefully next week it will be more sensical.